Alright, so what we're going to look at now are nozzles and jets. These are the jets. You got three different types of jets. You've got a flare jet, you've got a NX style jet, and you have a funnel jet. Now, the difference in between the three are pretty simple. You just need to know. Some kits require different things, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. The flare jet, this is the jet that you would use for this type of application, for whether it be a tubing kit, or if you have a, let me get one right here, a jet for this type of hose. It's your 3AN hose, the 4AN hose. It's flare, it goes in this hose, 3AN fitting. Okay, now the next jet is a NX jet. The only difference in between the two, let me put two right here, as you can see, is the shank. One is skinnier than the other. Okay, different companies have different style jets. If you plan on ordering a set of jets, you really need to know what style jet you need. The NOS Cold Fusion style jet or the NX style jet. That is the difference. The shanks, those go into the nozzles. I'll show you in just a minute. Over here we have a funnel jet. These jets are only used in the plastic portion of your kit, for the plastic tubing. That's it. That's the only thing. The tubing actually fits inside the jet right there. That's how it works. The tubing fits inside there. Is how it works. Alright. What I'm going to show you here is we got some different style nozzles. Right here we have an annular nozzle, and what it does is you can see it actually blows out the tip of the nozzle straight through. Okay? That is need to be specially mounted in the intake. You cannot just mount that anywhere and spread. It needs to be pointing right at the valve. Okay? Over here we've got a standard 90-degree nozzle, and the reason it's called a 90-degree nozzle is because the way it sprays. As you can see the difference between the two, one sprays out of the bottom, it's straight, while the other one comes out and sprays 90 degrees of the nozzle. See that? 90 degrees of it, as you can see the tip. Okay, that's your standard 90-degree nozzle. This right here is a ported nozzle. The only difference between the two is the tip has been modified to where it sprays a little bit about 75 degrees of an angle. These are only typically used in a direct port fogger kit type application. Not so much your single nozzle wet kits. Okay? Right here you have a single dry nozzle. No fuel is added, just straight 90-degree dry nozzle, plain and simple. Right here is your Predator nozzle. It's a 1/8 NPT thread. As you notice, this thread is a lot bigger than the other ones. These other nozzles are a 1/16 NPT tap. Okay? This is a 1/8 NPT tap. It's a bigger nozzle, has bigger internals, allows you to flow a lot more nitrous for people who really want to spray some big horsepower. Okay? Now, when you are mounting these, drilling them into an intake, you need to know, you need to get the right drill bit for these threads. Okay? We'll go over that a little later in the video, but as you can see, they're different. Now, this right here, this is a nozzle fitting holder. It actually, for your single nozzle kits, you essentially drill the hole in the plastic intake, and as you can see, it's got a nut, a male and a female. You screw it together like a sandwich, and then you take your 90-degree nozzle, and it screws in there, and that's it. It saves you a lot of headache from kind of altering anything else. Alright? Right here we have an EFI nozzle. This is typically used on your direct port kits. It takes the place of the injector. You pull the injector out, you put this in the place of the injector, then the injector goes right back in here. Okay, so for people who don't want to drill and tap their intakes, they want a little bit easier type nozzle, this would get the job done. Moving right here, as you can see, what I was referring to a while ago about the plastic tubing, this is how it would look when you run the funnel jet with the plastic tubing. This is the only time you would run a funnel jet is with this application. You would not use it in the stainless steel tubing nor the stainless steel hose.